Hey, it's Rachael O'Connor from the Therapy Spot at Palm Beach on the beautiful Gold Coast. I am the clinical director and principal psychologist here at the Therapy Spot, and I thought today I would talk about something I was talking with one of my clients with earlier this week. This particular client suffers from anxiety and struggles to say no. So often finds that she gives and gives and gives to other people and has very little left for herself. And then she gets into situations where she doesn't really want to be in, and then she doesn't know how to get out of them. So we spent a bit of time talking about the consequences of those sorts of thoughts and actions, and ways that it might help her to not get in that spot again. The other not fun thing that she does after she does these things is punish herself. So she ruminates about what's happened, and instead of sort of realizing that not being able to say no is a skill, she often makes herself feel worse by telling herself that she's not good enough. So that's not good enough for one of my clients, and I want them to be able to feel better about themselves and have the skills they need to go about their lives and do the things that have meaning and purpose for them. Because at the Therapy Spot, it's all about creating a meaningful life. And we also like to seek joy where we can. And you're not going to feel joy when you are constantly feeling overwhelmed or mad at yourself because you did something you didn't want to do. So I have 3 steps to prepare yourself to say no. And I also want you to realize that when we say no, we're actually saying yes to ourselves. So when I say no to you, I'm saying yes to me. When I'm saying no to you, I'm saying yes to all of the things that I find to be important to me. So, number 1, prepare yourself to say no. Work out what's important to you and what are the things that you would like to do with your time. Sometimes it might be, deciding that you want to spend a weekend doing something specific with your family, or you might just want to spend the whole weekend on your own, and then someone will invite you to things and you go, oh, and they're like, please come, and you're like, oh. So what we need to do is prepare ourselves to say no, to say yes to ourselves but no to them. So step 1, prepare. Get ready to say no. Step 2, say no. How do we do that? So I've got a couple that might help. You can be vague but effective. Thank you for asking, but it's not going to work out for me. You can just say no. Thanks, but I'll have to pass on that one. You can say, I'm sorry. I wish I could, but it's just not going to work for me. You can say, I'm already booked. I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm afraid I'm already booked for that day. They don't need to know what the booking is. They don't need to know you're going to spend that day reading a book, because that's what you need to do. The other one that some people feel easier doing is to just let it all hang out. So you just say, recently my daughter got injured in gym class. It was a week of visits to the ER, the concussion clinic, the specialist. I decided to just tell people what was going on, which sort of shut down their requests for a bit. I'm overwhelmed and there's so much going on, I just can't. Is an easy way to let it all hang out. So the 3rd step is to not look back. So the research kind of says that we make a decision in a way that allows us to change our minds later. We tend to be a lot less happy with that decision. So if someone asked you to a barbecue and you go, oh, I won't be able to make it, but I'll see how I feel later that afternoon, you're still opening to making that decision or changing that decision. So you need to be clear when you say no, but you also need to make an effort to focus on why it's good that you're not going to that barbecue. So I'm not going to that barbecue because I want to go to bed early, because it means I can get up in the morning and watch the sunrise, or I can get up in the morning and make a really healthy breakfast and spend the day doing all the things that matter to me. So you've got to focus on why it's a good thing that you said no. Because that's what saying no is all about. Allowing yourselves to really enjoy what we're doing in the moment, whatever that might be. So always focus on the positive outcome of giving good no. 3 steps: prepare to say no. Step 2, say no. Step 3, don't look back. Remember, it's your life, and how you live it and what you do with it is ultimately up to you. It's Rachael O'Connor on the spot at the therapy spot. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and we'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.